Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick video about a project that I've been working on, and that is magnetizing my Armada ships. So, one of the most annoying things about Armada is storage, because every time you take one of the ships like this and you have to break it down, now you got to take the ship apart, take this apart, and break it down and store it. You really run the risk of damaging the components. Not only that, when you have to reassemble your fleet, it takes a lot of extra time. So I really wanted to find a way I could store them already assembled, and so I started magnetizing the bases to store them. And so I'm just basically, I took the measurement of the legs and the base, and it's pretty much an exactly 1/2 inch. So then it was just to pick a magnet that would be strong enough to hold it, and the criteria was I would like it to hold basically the side of my fridge, which used a glossy paint, so it had to be pretty strong enough to overcome that very low friction environment. And then to kind of modify that, I was using baking pans that are steel, and then using Plasti-Dip spray paint to add a little bit of grip to them so that the ships were not prone to move around. And so these are ships that I've already magnetized, and as you can tell, they stick very well. So the larger ships, I have pretty much had to use 2 magnets, and there you can see what they look like, and basically I'm just hot gluing them on. So I hot glue them on. While the glue is still pliable, I will stick it to the magnetic surface, and it'll help suck those magnets down and kind of pull the glue where it needs to be, and then it dries. So as far as the resource side, the first set of magnets that I ordered for these ships were 3/16 of an inch in diameter and then 1/2 an inch long. And they had about a 2-pound pull on them, as you can see here. And K&J Magnetics is where I ordered the magnets, and I got that website pulled up just so you can see it, but it's kjmagnetics.com. And then if you go to their search bar here and you type in D38, that'll be the exact magnets that I used on all of the ships. The large ships and even the small ships, which only really required 1. And that had adequate pull to really store them well. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. Now the next time that I went to order some more, because I only ordered enough to do kind of a test to see how they'd work, I noticed that in their clearance section, well, the surplus right here, they're kind of clearancing out magnets, and I noticed that they had some here that were going to work, and they were 1/4 inch by 1/2 inch. And they still had about the same pull because it's a slightly weaker magnet, but they were cheaper. And that code for those was ZD48. And I'm not sure if they have any more, but either way, the D38s, the ZD48s, yeah, they still have some. And they actually have a little bit stronger pull. I was wrong. But they're 60 cents each, and the other ones 68. So not a big savings, but if you're doing a whole bunch of ships like I am, then every little bit can help. So I basically kind of show you the rundown real quick. Let me get the computer out of the way. Now I'm also magnetizing my squadrons, which also stick to the same tray, and you can see there. And that magnet's 3/16 by 1/16 magnet, and you can get those on Amazon if you want. They're a little bit cheaper, but they are on K&J Magnetics as well, which is where I bought them. I mean, the price is really negligible if you're ordering there anyway, I'd just recommend them. These slightly awkward sized magnets, that's where they really shine, because they've got every kind of size magnet you could imagine. And so basically, what I've been doing is just taking a magnet, getting my ship, and I'll put a little spot of hot glue on the smaller ships, small base ships. I just put it right behind the peg stand, and it's on the back side of the ship, because that's where the hard part is. It's not going to slide forward, so it won't interfere with anything. And basically, you just put a drop right there. Grab your magnet and just stick it right down in the middle of that hot glue. And then that, you know, hot glue works pretty quick. You just stick it on the base and let it continue to cool. Pull off your stringers. But it doesn't take too long. And there, it's done. Boom, magnetized ship. Anyway, that's it. Super helpful. The idea here is that eventually I will have pegs. I've measured the height of these, the large base ships, with the Imperial Star Destroyer being the highest one, and the medium base and the small base, and you can actually make some standoffs is what I intend to make that are also magnetic, so I can pull the trays apart and just store them all based on the height of the ship. And the deal is, if you're pretty efficient with kind of figuring out how to stack them together, then you know, the magnets obviously are going to hold them right in place. So you can really put them where they need to go on the board, and you can pack quite a few of these things completely assembled and ready to go, and then set them down inside of a crate or a box or whatever you got. I have these folding crates that I got from Costco, and this pan happens to just fit in there perfectly. So anyway, kind of make it your own, but that's basically what I'm doing, and it's, let me get that in the light, obviously is working out pretty well. Take care, guys.